Hello, and welcome back to another solo challenge. You know what it is. Tharsis, Prelude on. Give us something fancy. Tractor with Earth Office and Earth Catapult and AI Central. Business Empire and, what else could we use? We could use Miranda Resort and Cartels. No, but we did get Mars University. Nothing to use ocean benefits, so I don't see a reason for that. Like, Business Empire and Self-Sufficient are kind of chilling. I also like the idea of not getting a city. Which might sound stupid, but like, what would I do with the city? Get a card, or put it here, or put it there? I guess if I put it here, I could easily get that greenery in that spot. Right, because we start the game with some heat production, I guess an asteroid mine, a greenery. We could buy this, but I don't want to. You could buy rovers, I don't want to. I'll just grab a card I know I don't want to play. Like, probably not aerobaked ammonia, to be honest. So let's get our business empire, our self-sufficient settlement here, and then I think turn one. What is better between an asteroid mine and a protected valley? I mean, this is 3 production, this is 6 production. This is 3 production that can go to anything. This is 6 production to only one type of thing. We already have 8 generic production though. So let me play Mars University. This might influence our decision. We got shuttles, a discount, won't be relevant until later. I'm gonna take the titanium production only because it's the first generation and I think that'll pay out. It's kind of interesting to go down that path. I'm not saying that it's effective. Right now I'd love to grab no card. If I already have 2 titanium production, but like, how do I say no to this? I don't know how to say no to titanium mine. But maybe it's like, no man, let's go tempo and just get protected valley. Just protected valley and some tempo. We're at 10 income plus the TR. It's not bad. We should probably... I wouldn't mind industrial center. I wouldn't mind some energy, and I wouldn't mind this Jovian. I think that might end up scoring us quite a few points. If I do an industrial center, I can tap at this gen. If I do deep well heating, I can't get carbonate processing yet. So let's do an industrial center and try and get some incomes up. I'm going to put it down here for this steel. That's fine. The plant wouldn't have been that useful. So that's 2 steel pickup plus 1 production. That can go into playing those cards next turn. Energy and some science. Another city that we could put in this zone. Birds and windmills, all kind of fine, meh, whatever. This is a science tag though, and I'm realizing my sins, the sins of my ways. I didn't grab an extra card to throw, but I guess I did. I don't need that city card. It would have been nice to keep it, but I don't need it. I would very much like another energy and heat bump. I would very much like another heat like income, and a plant income as well isn't so bad, but I'm gonna quickly grab a steel income first. We can go back for that lichen next turn. I think a steel might just help us a little bit more. Let's go ahead and finish grabbing these cards here and then pause for a second. This is the end of turn 4, start of turn 5 audit. Let's talk about where we're at. $10 of income plus 2 TR. Fine, absolutely, it's okay. 2 of each metal production, like, that means that we're in a good way right now. We're doing all right. A little bit of heat and energy means that we're not starving in terms of terraforming metrics and stuff. We're doing okay. You know, things could be better. We have no oceans accounted for except for the one on the track. That's a little bit nasty, but we do have 2 space discounts in hand. That could be reflected somewhere. We have the discount on Earth, which is nice, and then we have Mars University, which can really end up like netting you quite a few cards. Right now it's not doing very much for us, but I could certainly see it becoming more and more relevant. We have potentially have 2 plant income right now, which debating how could we not do it. And we have a decent activatable for getting a little bit more steel production, which I'm kind of inclined to do. This lunar beam, probably not this turn, but next turn will solve a lot of that heat and energy. So I think that we're in an above average location right now. I think that we need a lot of really strong cards to come our way before we feel really comfortable. But this is by all means pretty all right. Let's go ahead and get at least one of these productions. And then here we're kind of just sitting on it. We're 1 away from getting the other Lycan. I don't want to sell anything. A card to me is very valuable given that I can cycle. So let's go ahead and pass and just take this money to the next turn. Cupola City, interesting. I have a lot of titanium, so immigration shuttle makes going for cities more viable. And then if we're going for cities, plant income is how you actually score points. So it's not what I was expecting to do with my time and money, but maybe we're kind of going down another path now in terms of the board already has 3 cities on it. We have all this steel production. I think this is a good timing, though. Just the fact that we have 4 plants already. 1 more plant income would be sick. So let's take that. And then next turn, we're getting another heat bump. And then we're going to be looking at getting some more of this stuff played. Absolutely. Even just buying more steel income is nice. It's not going to win you the game, but I mean, it's something. Here's some more oxygen. Very good. We don't have that many microbes, so I'm not worried about worms. Electro catapult. I mean, it's a point. We're going to use it on turns 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 6 clicks at 5 increased value per pop. That's $30 back on a $20 investment. Plus you get the point. Plus you get the flexibility of steel into, like, that's a really, really solid investment for us. So let's go ahead and make sure that gets done pronto. We could sell a plant, but that's an idiotic move given that we're about to get a greenery. So let's do that. Getting Lunar Beam actually gets us to the break point for next turn. So I think that is very reasonable in terms of heat bumps, that is. And then as much as Cupola City's cool, I'd much rather get some steel income and just save a little bit of cash. Yeah, so far so good. Let's go to the next generation. Again, we're holding on to some cash, which never feels good because you're not being efficient. But hey, we're getting some oceans, and that is really sick for us. Cloud seeding is interesting, but I almost never find like I'm in a position to actually use it. So let's chill out. Let's make sure we get the black polar dust or some other stuff. I think that it's fair to get the media group right away. I think it's fair to get a subterranean reservoir, probably for the 2 cards. Mining area. Not bad at all. I think I'd prefer to get this greenery in here for now. Towing a comet is certainly on the field, but I'd rather wait until we have shuttles for some more discounts. Black polar dust getting 3 heat income as well is very powerful, putting those on top of each other. Lycan is now playable. How do you not? Another steel income if I am going to be playing all these cities. Let's grab the Lycan. Let's grab the steel income instead of titanium income. It's fine. And then let's buy 1 more steel income. Because with these city cards, we basically have something to fall on, like, for value later. Yes, imported nitrogen is good. A tropical resort is probably some good points at the end, but we're closing in on Gen 9, right? Going on 10. I really need to divert us into, like, winning the game here. Building tags that could be copied. A steel income is not gonna anything to write home about. 3 energy production is kind of fine. 3 heat income for an energy might be fine. The biggest thing about that is that it is a science tag for a cycle. So I kind of wish again that I had bought another card to use for the cycle. I'm hesitant to use Mangrove. Perhaps I will use... I don't want to use Moss either. What we might do is tow a Comet. Even though I have a discount coming up soon, I would like to tow the Comet. I would like to get a card. Toll Stations is perfect because it's literally not playable. So there's a little bit of heat income. There's my card cycle. And then Moss and Nitrolific Moss are both playable. That's pretty sweet. So 6 plant income. Now I feel a lot better about that. I have 8. I only have 1 energy left, which is a little makes me nervous about spending it on Cupola City. I think I'm going to play the Colonizer Training Camp to feel better about myself. 6 steel is $12 per turn, but I am selling one. So I'm at $10 per turn. I've got 3 productions left. Buying one of these is literally not effective. Unless I get advanced alloys, it's not effective. So let's, 3 productions, that's just not going to work for us. Another Jovian would be fun, but it's just not it for us. We might get this energy saving stuff just because we can get the cities, but Methane from Titan would be fun. It's half a heat bump and half a greenery for the cost. That's a little bit higher than those. Maybe it is worth doing, but I don't think it is. I think we just need to buy those greeneries. It's hard to say. I go back and forth, certainly. Let's pick it up because it could be such a big point getter for us. I really wish I could get the discount on it first, but I just don't see that working for us. Let's go ahead and get the Cupola City. The card draw, the card draw would be nice. I actually prefer the card draw. Ironworks is interesting. That could be a bailout for us. We have 4 energy now. Oh, I hadn't sold my steel. That could have been a disaster. And yeah, I think we do play the Jovian. I don't think it's that great, but it is something that we need. Right now we're getting about 2 heat bumps per round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if we get the freebie, we're only here. So I'm really hoping... I'm going to risk not doing a standard project heat bump. Which would give me an extra TR next turn. In the hopes that I get standard project, which would be worth $3 in rebates. But right now it is not... we are well behind the curve. Some oceans to terraform, very, very helpful. A placement that gets us a card cycle is potentially very, very helpful for us. Mostly because I can use steel to do it. The question is, do I use Ironworks? And I don't know. I don't think that I do. I think I buy an ocean here. I think I buy a greenery there. Maybe. No! I just did the things out of order, so now I can't get my card cycle. Yikes. Okay, -8 is 3 away. You know what? I do think we need Ironworks this turn. And then I need to not use my energy this turn. Use it next turn. We need to do a heat bump. We need to do a heat bump. And we need to do another heat bump. We're 1 plant away, but I'm not buying an aquifer. I'm just buying the heat bumps. And now I have enough heat for this ocean, but you can only do so much. Last generation. Can't play this. Not helpful, not helpful. I have the steel, but that might as well go into Open City. So oxygen bump followed by a sail. I mean, we are not it, fam. Let's go ahead and get this ocean. We do have rebates on events, so like, let's get this card maybe. No, Space Haven, not helpful. I mean, we just don't have the cash. We had a lot of money production this whole game, but we just did not hit like a synergy that we needed at all, it would seem. So I can buy some last second aquifer here. I can buy a greenery into this pocket, but even that, like, you know, I can import a nitrogen. I have no microbe things. This is a tremendously failed run, unfortunately. I'd love to get this and then this. I'd love to get any of these cards. I guess if we're only gonna get one more greenery, we may as well do it this way for the extra TR. And then, you know, you put this like here. Yeah, what a painful experience this game was. We sell everything. We have $11. It's almost like we played without preludes, you know? Like it was that kind of run. I mean, it's not even like we got a bunch of cities or anything. It was just, we didn't start on good production, right? We paid very expensively for 2 titanium production and then said no to a titanium mine, which just showed you how like 1/3 of the cost could got you like half of the income. Like a score this low is, it's a humble reminder of where we could be. So we'll take this one on the chin, take it in stride. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.